Welcome back to my playthrough of Hexen Beyond Heretic as a Cleric on the Pope difficulty, played through GZDoom. Today we are beginning the second real hub of the game, Shadowwood, so let's do this. Immediately, we are greeted by some enemies. However, you can just jump up here and get a platinum helmet. It doesn't protect you much if you're the Cleric, but it will give you a little bit of armor. It's better than nothing. You want to go over here to open this area up. We'll go into this area a little bit later, but first we are going to kill some centaurs, and here's how we're gonna do it. We're just gonna lure them into a good spot. Put some flechettes down. Put some more down. And while we're doing that, we're gonna kill these guys, these Heretic. And check this out. When you use the Ring of Repulsion with the flechettes, it will pretty much insta-kill a centaur and make your life a little bit easier. At least it does for me. Now don't worry about taking damage in this area. There's a generous amount of health pickups here, as you can see. As long as you don't take too much damage, you should be alright. Now, the place we want to go is this kind of scary part, because it's a little bit of platforming. Involves a little bit of platforming even. But you can just run right across it. And you get a chaos device, so it'll be our safety net. And if need be, you can just use it if you fall down. But I don't have to use it, thankfully. So I can save it for later. Now, that portal has been revealed, but we will go into it after we kill all the centaur. Yes, this is why you want to use those flechettes, because they're really good against these guys. They stun lock them, and they damage almost right through that shield sometimes. Sometimes. I think you have to damage them before they raise their shield with a flechette. I could be wrong, but we are going to go into this portal either way. So let us do that. Let's get the quartz flask ready. So here we are. This is the wilderness. Or the wasteland, even. And as you can see, it's pretty dang barren. Now, look at these little dust sparks on the ground. I can't find the right word to describe them, but you'll know them when you see them. You want to watch out for them, so don't go anywhere near them. In the meantime, however, we're going to kill some more of these Heretic and more of these serpents. The snot-spitting serpents. Yeah, you know those little specks of dust on the ground that are kind of hard to see? These things come out of them. And they will kill you if you're right underneath them. So, yeah, you don't want to be anywhere near them. Unless, of course, they're already risen up, so. The place you want to go in particular is into this dark area to your left once you've either dropped down from up there or gone through the little cavernous path through there. They both lead to the same place. But we are going to go through this part of the cavern. And wake up some serpent boys. Killed said serpent boys. They'll be good for later. Yeah, let's just go out here and kill all these guys. Otherwise, they'll follow you into the cavern, and you don't want to have serpents right in your face while you're in a closed-off area like this. We'll kill these two Efrits. And this one too, because why not? Then go to this wall and use it to spin it around, kill this guy. He's in a closed off space, which is kind of troublesome, but we want to kill him so we can go up here in peace. Well, peace being relative because, yeah, these guys are here. I'm just gonna go right through the gas there. And use some more on these guys. And of course, keep your eyes peeled for the spikes in the ground. Like I said, the little textures there, little sprites will tell you where they are. Pretty scary, but you know, as long as you know where they are, they can't hurt you. The place we want to go in particular after clearing this part out is over here to kill these Etten in this rocky lava area. Grab the horn key, which will be very important, and clear out the rest of this mess with all the outfits and whatnot. So now we've gotten that straightened out, we are just going to backtrack. Because there's not much else we can do in this part for now. However, there's something we can do back in the main hub. Which I'll show you in a little bit. I'm not going to use the Chaos device because I don't really feel like teleporting back when I could just walk to it. Alright, back in the main hub, we are going to go into this area now. And as you can see, there are some guests here. Or perhaps we are the guests in this dang place. Either way, we're gonna kill all the centaurs and the Etten. Still lots of green mana pickups, but there's some blue mana pickups there. You want to use those so you can clear this part out. Particularly the areas with the serpent. Or rather, serpents, because they're on both sides. Now, you might get hit up a little bit, but that's fine. If you still have any quartz flasks, which you should at this point, because they hand them out like candy. And there's also a few crystal vials here if you need those. The place you want to go is to the left. Open this area up. Kill the Etten there. And this one too, might as well. And check out this area. You might as well get rid of the big boy right there. And the other one too. Grab the dragon skin bracers. If you want dragon skin bracers, that is. And of course, like I said, there's purple drank here if you need that. And I think there's more where that came from. Now, you want to watch out for this part because there's some poison darts being shot from this part here. See what I mean? There's also this face shooting lava projectiles. Let's just make a run for it and use the quartz flask and go up this stairway which appeared and took over this part of the hallway. Into here we go to kill this big serpent. We're gonna use the quartz flask because kind of done with these guys. We'll grab the combined mana even though we're full on green mana because we probably aren't gonna come back up here anytime soon. But we will grab the Firestorm. What is the Firestorm, you may be asking? Well, I'll show you. Probably not now, because we're going down back into this part and into this dark area, and the Firestorm, that weapon we just got, is not that good against centaurs. So let's just spam the mace on them. Yeah, that works just fine. And we are going to kill this big boy. And check out these guys here. When you step into this area, a bunch of stuff moves around, so you don't want to be in it. But you can't kill these guys while it's moving all around. And here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna carefully run across these platforms here. And we should look out for this one right here, which has a mystic urn. And when you're done dealing with platforms and crap like that, you can just go over here and flip this switch. Press the space bar. Yeah, I have it bound to space, the jump button. But anyways, pressing that button will reset this whole area. Well, most of it. The parts that matter. But of course, you can grab any green mana if you want. But I'm still full on that. Well, let's use it for the first time on this guy. Yes, it's quite an explosive weapon. Anyways, we'll go into this portal to kill some serpents with the Firestorm. As you can see, it's really freaking deadly. There's a catch, of course, it uses a lot of mana. There's another portal here, but I believe that sends you straight to the Wastelands again. So we're not going to go there, not yet. Instead, we are going to go into the cave that has bats coming out of it. Yeah, they're just there for cool points. And let's use that Firestorm on all these guys. Every single one. Especially the guys that are infighting down here. We'll kill the victors, who are most obviously going to be these serpents. Check this part out. You want to kill everything in it. If you want to go into this area, which you probably do, because if you look down here very carefully, drop down to get the Porkalator, one of the first you can get in the game. What is the Porkalator, you might be asking? Well, you can probably guess what it does, but make sure you also grab that Chaos device there too, so you are properly prepared to teleport away from danger whenever the need arises. Like I said, the Chaos device is best reserved for platforming faux pas. And this area will give you plenty of pickups if you need them, which is why we came here. And we especially came for that Porkalator, because it's really nice. And since this area is pretty dark, we're going to use one of the torches that we got from earlier. And look, there's lots of bats here. And not only that, but there's afrits and serpents. So let's use the Firestorm on them, because it takes them down rather quickly. Like I said, it doesn't work that well on centaurs, but it will take down big enemies rather quickly. And serpents happen to be big enemies, so yeah, it works out just fine. Anyways, we are going into this area now, because it has a door which requires the horn key. And when you flip this switch, 1/6 of the puzzle has been solved in the Shadow Wood. You are a puzzle solver. And we're going to clear out this area a little bit more, just to make sure our dominance of this part is absolute. So let's use the Firestorm, because even though it takes up 4 mana per shot, it's a nice weapon nonetheless. There's also a bit of mana down here which you can get, which is why we went down there. And now we are going to go back up into this area, because we want to kill this guy. And this part right here is really obscure, but it's needed to progress. It gives you mesh armor and allows you to go into new areas. New areas such as this part right here. So let's use the Firestorm some more. And, you know, he quartz flask, the sippy juice, and grab the cave key. It's a key in a cave. It's a cave key. In this area, you'll find more serpents and a few Etten. Everyone's favorite. And, yeah, there's plenty of enemy killing to be done here. Especially in this part with the bats. Now you can go over here and grab all this stuff, but I do not recommend you go over there unless you want to get crushed. You don't want to get crushed, do you? Because, yeah. Look at that. It's a helmet anyway, so, it's not good for a cleric. Anyways, if you want to get some more flechettes, which I will, I'll just grab these right here. And not fall down, thank you very much. But you can fall down into this hole. It'll just send you back to where you were before. Which is nice. But over here, you need the swamp key in order to progress, so it looks like we'll be coming back to this area later on in the playthrough. Of this hub, at least. But in the meantime, let's just kill these guys. And go back through this area, because we are done with this part for now. At least this part of the level for the time being. And now we're going to go through the portal, which actually sends us back to Shadowwood, which is fine. We're going to go up the lift and back through this part. And you don't need to worry about traps anymore, because there aren't any at this point. There is a way to go back down into the caves of Circe, if you need to. That was the level that we were just in. The Caves of Circe, and what a adequate name, because that's where we first find the Porkalator. Yeah, you can see where this is going, right? Well, anyways, we're just gonna clear out the rest of this part of any new enemies that spawn in. You know, like these guys. And with that, I think we are going to call this part of the video, or rather call this video in general. So, we made quite a bit of progress, but we are going to make more in the next video, so stay tuned for that. And until next time, toodaloo.